Hi, YouTube. This is Operative here once again with a review of slash impression of Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. It's the sequel to Kane and Lynch. Didn't have a subtitle, but Kane and Lynch 1. It's a, if those who remember, it's a game where it's in the vein of Heat meets slash Reservoir Dogs. So it's definitely right up front. If your parents watching, it's definitely not a game for kids because it definitely have graphic violence, very high graphic violence, and language is definitely not for the kids. So definitely, this is for a game is definitely for a mature audience only. The game takes place in Shanghai, China, in which uh, the main character, which you play as, Lynch, invites Kane over to a mission in which he performed one last mission over in Shanghai with his former partner, Kane, that is. And during the course of the game, uh, not to give any spoilers or anything, but certain events take place in which the deal goes wrong, and they find themselves in very big trouble with some very bad guys over in China, and they have to find their way out and escape uh, the trouble that they're in. So the game is very short. First of all, I want to throw that out there. The game is only 4 hours long, so which I'm pretty sure this is circling around the net now. The game is pretty short, so it's definitely probably maybe unless really like the first game, I would suggest maybe you probably rent it, or maybe you can wait till the game maybe drops in price and probably get it in the bargain bin. So it probably, knowing these games, they usually the price pretty drop dramatically. But the campaign is I found it to be pretty fun overall. I mean, pretty much as what they refer to as generic third-person shooter, in which a lot of the action is probably a roller coaster ride, in which you really, once the ride takes off, it just really no slowing down. It's like one gun battle after one gun battle, which was all right with me. I don't have a problem with that. It's just some people might find that a little bit wash and repeat after a while. So I don't know. It just depends upon your liking how you like to take your action during the game. So one of the games really, I think the game really shines is probably the unique multiplayer in which you have the Fragile Alliance and Cops and Robbers. Those who are not familiar, Fragile Alliance takes place in which you and several other of your henchmen perform a crime. And during that course of the crime, one of the players can either break the alliance by shooting one of the other players and escaping with the loot and escaping off with the most money of all the players. So you have to be careful. Once you take out one of your fellow players, you automatically turn red, and you already let the other player, the games let the other player know that you're a traitor and everyone's gunning for you and watch out for you. So you have to time exactly when you want to take and do your part in which you want to, maybe just grab all the loot for yourself and just take off running. And Cops and Robbers, basically undercover cop, is which one player is the undercover cop, and he knows it, and it's his job to take out the other fellow antagonist, in which he has to do it without being discovered by the other players, in which he's doing his job. So it's one of those games that it's one of those hit and miss where it's just, if you play it, you really like it. If not, then you kind of just steer away from it. But I would definitely give it a definitely try in my rating scale, in which I usually say either play, try, or skip. So I would definitely give it a try. So it's definitely one of those games that definitely fit in that narrow uh, thing where it's definitely a rental game. And I don't want to say that because I know publishers are trying to make money and it's their object to sell the game, but some games are just, unless you really fall in love with the game, some game maybe it's just not necessarily worth owning, or maybe waiting till the game's a little bit cheaper, and then that way you can give it a try, and it's just to add to your library overall if you're a collector. So I would definitely give Kane and Lynch a definite go with if you're interested in those type of movies in which I mentioned earlier, those Michael Mann meets Heat slash Reservoir Dogs type movies. So I'm going to end the video here, and I want to thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed the video, and talk to you soon. This is Operative saying happy gaming. Peace out, everyone. See you later soon.